I know letting go of things and people during your minimalism journey is so incredibly hard. So if you want to hear some more on my thoughts about letting go of stuff and people, then keep watching because all that's coming up next. Today I want to talk again about minimalism, but today I want to talk about letting go of stuff and people. Now I have touched this topic in other videos, but I kind of want to specifically address the letting go process because it is extremely hard, and you will be surprised as you embark on your minimalism journey how much emotional attachment you have to certain things or people that you didn't realize you had, and it's this kind of definite internal tug-of-war to get yourself to the point where you can emotionally, mentally let go of something. So the first thing that I want to talk about is that you have to want the something greater more than you want to be able to pacify the emotion, the want, the need that you are feeling. So if you want meaningful relationships, if you're looking for either a meaningful romantic relationship or just social relationships, then you have to be able to have room in your life to have one. And that means you've got to let go of these other relationships that are just holding you back or aren't adding value, and they're just taking up your time, energy, and maybe even costing you money. So why would you spend time, energy, money investing in relationships with people who don't value the relationship the same way that you do, or aren't adding value to your life, or perhaps they're even worse, detracting from your life? They are adding an element of negativity, whether it's that they're putting you down or they're constantly complaining, and it's not kind of fostering that environment of positivity, which I always encourage in my videos. So if you want to have these meaningful relationships, then you have to make sure that you have the time, energy, and money available for them. So start today by thinking about all the relationships in your life. How are these people contributing to your life? Do they add value to your life? Do you value them? Do they value you? And then go from there. Then on to money. Everybody wants more money, right? This is a consumer-driven society, at least here in the United States, for those of us who live here. And if you want more money, it's a simple recipe. Spend less of the money that you already have. It's amazing how as we mature and grow as an adult and early in our career, we are constantly wanting more money. We desire that higher salary. But I encourage you to think about why. Why do you want more money? So that you can buy more things? Is that why? Well, if you don't have your basic daily essentials, then yeah, I totally get it. You need to be able to have what you need to live your daily life. But as far as just wanting to, let's say, keep up with the Joneses, then reevaluate. You don't need that much money. It's amazing how when you're younger you think, oh, $40,000, $50,000 a year sounds like a lot of money. And then you start making $40,000, $50,000 a year, and if you live here in the United States, you likely reach that point and you don't have more money to invest or save for college or anything. You have more money essentially to buy more things. So here it is, you reach $50,000 a year, but you're spending $55,000 a year. So are you really getting any further in life? No. But you have so much money available to you if you just learn to live on less. And that's what's so awesome about minimalism, is you start really rethinking the way that you consume. You start thinking more before you buy, being less of an impulsive shopper. And ultimately, you have more money. Now on to sentimental items. If you can't find a purpose for it, if you can't find a way to display it and get enjoyment and use out of it, then you might want to consider getting rid of it. How special is it? How important is it if it's just sitting in a box collecting dust in your garage? Well, I would argue to say that it might not be that important. So what I've done in my house while embarking on this minimalism journey is that I have been trying to find ways to use these sentimental items to display it or repurpose it and make it a useful item in the home. And it's been awesome. But now when I look around my house, I see items from my childhood, things that my parents owned and passed down to me, or my grandmother passed down to me. And I have found ways to repurpose them and use them, and now I get joy from them every day because I get to enjoy looking at them. And when I have guests come over, people might ask me a question about an item, and I get to share a story of something that's important to me. So I would seriously encourage you to take a look at your sentimental items and find ways to reuse these items. Don't let this stuff just collect dust on a shelf or in the garage, because it's really not serving its purpose at that point. Think about these items. Why are you keeping them? What purpose do they serve? And maybe should you just take a photo of it and digitally save that, or maybe you should just let it go. Something that I've talked about in my other videos, I recommend that you think about the things that you want the most, the things that are the most important to you, that you know you want to keep. That way you can be more objective in letting go of other things. It's just a lot easier when you've kind of made peace in your heart and you're calm and at ease, because you don't feel that fear of letting go of something that really matters to you. Then you can just be more objective and let go of the other stuff, because it doesn't matter. You already know, you have agreed with yourself that you're going to keep the things that actually matter the most. And finally, I want to say that if you want more of anything in life, it doesn't matter what it is. You have to be able to have enough room in your life to receive it. So if you don't let go of these things and these negative relationships, or anything that isn't serving a purpose or adding value to your life and bringing you more joy, then that means you have less room for something better, something greater, something more fulfilling, something more satisfying. And why would you do that? Make room for something more. It's important to be open to what the universe has in store for you. If you are spending all your time, money, and energy on things that don't have a purpose, that don't bring value to your life, that don't bring you greater happiness, then you're not going to be able to receive something more, the things that are truly going to bring you happiness. I think most of us have no idea exactly how happy we could be and how successful a life we can have, and that all of those dreams that we've ever dreamed, they can come true. But we have to get rid of that excess and that waste. I've just been like in awe of this whole process and how much my life has changed, how much I've changed on the inside, my perception, my relationships. It's incredible. If you've not yet embarked on a minimalism journey, then please do so. Just give it a try and be patient with yourself, and know that minimalism means something different to everybody. Find your own version of minimalism. You are the only one who can create your happiness. Every day is a new day. Every day you get to choose what the choices that you make, the direction that you want to take, the path that you want to go down, and what things you're going to accomplish. Never stop being hungry for life. Never stop having a zest for something more, something greater. And I'm not talking about necessarily financial prosperity. I'm talking about entire life prosperity. Just creating the life of your dreams. Let's do it together. Leave in the comments below what you're doing and the journey that you're taking, because I like to hear from you guys. I like to engage with you. I want to hear tips from you. I'm sure you have things that can help me along in my journey. I want to build a community of people who are like me, that are into the same things and trying to achieve the same types of goals. So if you found value in today's content, please give me a thumbs up and share this video with a friend who might also benefit from adopting a minimalist lifestyle. If you're new to my channel, please don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell button so that you can get notifications from YouTube when I post new videos on things like this.